gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these rats. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Trampoline, like a Monday, Ferrari body.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw coming for Vic. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
And there's the first carry of the game from Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000. And the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just incredible. On third down, Vic out of the gun. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Hey, let's go!
And they'll go on the ground, looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They'll go option to the short side. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
By 90, by 20.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Cooper fast with the feet. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Gold is able to put it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Vick with a give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in the contract.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Blue 45.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Left, 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 left. Slow, slow, slow. Ready.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. who's going to make the big play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And shutting him off, now open field. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley, 39 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhanded really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action, Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Vick now. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's got some space here.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first two downs. It brings up a key third down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Greg Olsen from 13 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Michael Vick. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He gives it up. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So here's Vic following the interception, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Diamond gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you broke them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Hit him with the spin of the Jew.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flush to his right. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a touchdown. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mahomes now to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Eagle. Alpha.
Second down, Vic. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for Vic. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Green 39. Green 39.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Jerry Rice open right side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow, slow, slow.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're running right through him. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes Robbie Gould in the field goal unit for the Bears. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Vic goes play action. Man open, Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down to Barkley on the check down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Buying time to his left. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, that catch was not so immaculate, but it does move the sticks.
Oh, I hear what you're doing right there. You're talking about Franco Harris and one of the all-time great catches in NFL history, the immaculate reception. Franco, a 4-time Super Bowl champ, that helped contribute to it, that game against the Raiders.
Finished his career with 307 catches. I don't think you'd see that number from a fullback in today's NFL. On second down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ace! Ace! Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mahomes now on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
There we go. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Vick operating on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 62 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Blue 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Cooper. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And caught left side also. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Quick.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Knock over.
Vic to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Oh, twisting away. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.